One thing I learned in the press conference is that you and IT are very similar.
Yeah.
And you have a great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, though, the cloth that you're cut from, as he mentioned in there, what is that?
That's doubt. That's all the doubt we've had growing up. You can't do that. You will not be an NBA basketball player. You will not ever. That's all. It's always been there in my ear, in the back of, in my ear everywhere I go. Same as him. Similar stories. Picked second round both. Able to turn a tanking organization to top of the East. It was all like it clicked so good because we came in the door and it was like, we want you guys to lose. I don't lace my shoes up to lose. I don't work my butt off. I don't spend time away from my family to lose a basketball game. It's not the way I am. And when I pulled the coach aside, that's when me and him was like, all right, you're on the same page as me. I'm not losing. Like, and from that point on, we had an understanding. We coming in to work, we coming in to win, and the rest of the team followed. And that's how our relationship really took off from that point on, from we did not want to tank at all coming into the door. And everybody, from Danny Ainge on down, was like, oh, these guys is crazy. I really want to tank, but they won't let me, so this is what we got. And we made the playoffs that year. No one thought we would. And from that point, our relationship with me and Isaiah has grown even more because of who we are as people.
Think you guys will have any problem fitting in?
No.
When you show up to training camp here in a couple weeks and you take the floor out there here at CCC and you look around and see all the talent that'll be with you on the floor, your thoughts will be,
uh-oh, it's time to go. Like, oh, man, this is it. I'm playing with guys just as good as me, if not better. Yeah, I'm excited to go out there and lace them up with those guys and compete and get better on that court out there in the practice gym. That's where it all starts, and I'll be excited to do that. And I'll be talking. I'll be letting everybody know I'm here, and I'm here to work.
You guys both bring mental toughness, a steely will. How do you impart that in a team that's already won a championship?
I don't think they've had guys like us, guys that's been counted out their whole lives. They've had guys that, hey, no, don't get me wrong, being #1 picks and being all NBA MVPs, that's great, and tip your hat off to those special players. But I mean, Jay's a second-round pick. I'm the last pick in the draft. Like, we have an ultimate chip on our shoulder each and every time we step on the floor, and I think that's going to bring a different mindset to this team.
And Derrick Rose and Jeff Green have something to prove too.
Exactly.
They're being doubted too.
Exactly. So it's all going to work together. I mean, we all are in it for one goal, and that's to win the championship.
And that's driving you already?
That's driving me. When I got traded, I was hurt. No doubt about it, I was hurt because I gave it my all to the Boston Celtics. But to be traded to this situation, it's like my kid said, you get to play with LeBron James. Like, I get to realistically compete and win an NBA championship and be on the biggest platform there is, the biggest stage there is with the best player there.
What was that like telling your boys who are into basketball and the reality of this?
It was tough. It was tough. They loved Boston. They were falling in love just like I was. But at the same time, when I know they're good, I'm fine. Like, they're fine with it. They're happy to be able to be on the Cavs. And the crazy thing about it is my oldest son all summer long with seeing transactions like trades and free agent signing, he was on me like every day, like, why can't you get traded to the Cavs? And it's crazy, like, and my wife knows that. Like, we would be like, why do you want to go on the Cavs so bad? He just loves LeBron James and he loves the Cavs, and that's what makes it so much better in the end. Like, and he thinks he's a genius now.
Future GM.
Yeah. He thinks he's something like it.
But it's got to make your heart sing, and the fact that you're happiest when your family's the happiest.
Yeah, I mean, my family is what drives me. My wife is everything. She's taken this hit, if you can say it's a hit. She's taken it and ran with it, and she's like, man, we're gonna get our bags, we're gonna pack them up, and this is gonna be the best time we've had. And I think the transition from Phoenix to Boston, we had the same feeling. Like, we didn't know what to expect, but here, like, we know what to expect. The goal is the championship, and that's the only goal. And to be able to play with one of the best teams in the NBA is what we want.
Use the word scary. Ty talked about you and LeBron playing next to one another.
Yeah.
You said that could be scary.
Oh, yeah.
What is that in your mind like? And what has it been like as you've competed against him for so long?
Yeah, I look a lot of my opponents in the eyes. I'm like a weird type of dude. I look my opponents in the eyes, and I can't think of another player. When I looked in his eyes, I saw the same fearlessness like that I have, the same intensity for the game that I have. I saw that in him. As you know, we've had our shares of battles, and through those battles, I gained respect. And once you gain respect on that hardwood, it's definite. And I know how much he works. I know how much he puts into the game, and just being able to be on the court with him and pick his brain, and knowing that he's a student of the game first, that'll help me a lot, help me out a lot. And just to line up alongside of him and be able to guard anybody on the court, it's pretty interesting. I never saw a duo who can guard and who can roam and who can shoot the passing lane, who can study the game and be in places that other people don't be at. I can't imagine how that's going to be, but I'm very anxious to see how it is.
Can you imagine what it's going to be like, though, with the floor spacing, with the guys that are on this team? I mean, have you allowed yourself to think of that?
I thought about it, but I can't imagine it yet, just because I'm used to 2 or 3 guys on me at all times. So just to have that freedom to where the space is just there and I'm able to attack and it's even easier for me is going to be, I said it before, it's a match made in heaven. It's like having a guy, arguably the best player to ever play the game, and LeBron James on your team. If somebody is double team, it's going to be him now and not me. And that's been kind of the last 3 or 4 years. Is I've been fighting through double and triple teams, especially in the playoffs. Now it's going to be free range to just go and play my game.
Because wherever you've been, you've had to score.
Yeah.
We're here, yes, they want you to score, but how much innate ability to facilitate and to find others do you enjoy?
Oh, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I am a scorer. I'm a scoring guard, and everybody knows that. But at the same time, I'm a guard that 9 times out of 10, I'm out there trying to make the right play. So if the right play is to score every time, I'm going to do that. If it's not, and someone's open, I got to pass the ball. And having great players like LeBron and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith and Kyle Korver and Derrick Rose and those type of guys spacing the floor I'm gonna take what the defense gives me.
You can start there. The last couple of weeks for you, the trade, the loss of your mother, nothing easy, which you obviously know all too well. How have you managed to process all of that?
Family. Being around family has really helped this process. I probably couldn't get through it without them, you know. I think the death of my mother has really brought my family a little closer. I didn't think we can get any closer, but it has brought everybody a little closer, and I would not be able to sit here and speak in front of you guys seriously, because that's my biggest supporter I lost. Without my family telling me, you should work harder now. She would want that for you, and she would want that for us. So without family, I wouldn't be here today. But it's been a lot going on, obviously, with the trade and my mom. But I've been able to manage. I've been able to wake up every day and speak peace with the man above and take it one day at a time. You know, that's one thing I've done thus far, is taking one day at a time, and look forward to trying to get better as a basketball player and as a human being and as a father. But it's been a lot, and I've been able to handle it pretty well.
You mentioned in there that you had a chance to whisper in her ear, and you told her we're going to Cleveland. Why did you want her to know that?
She's so locked in on what I do and who I am as a basketball player. She forgets I'm her son sometimes. She did. But she really wanted the best for me. She knew everything was going on in Boston. She knew exactly what I wanted to do, and that's play for the championship. She wanted me to win the championship, and I think I hope she heard me when I said I'm going to Cleveland, and I told her I'm going to win a ring. And 5 minutes later, she passed away. So it was a very tough day for me. A lot of emotions built up. So I'm happy about the trade, sad about my mom. A lot of emotions. But I was with my whole family around that time, and I was thankful that we get that message across to her when I did.
You mentioned that it could motivate you to work harder.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you've always been known for.
Yeah.
So what will that look like when you put on a Cavs uniform?
Well, scary. How bad I want it is, I can't even put it in words. How bad I want to be successful on the basketball court, how bad I want my team to be successful on the basketball court, how bad I want to win. Every time I lace my shoes up, I want to win. But now, it's reached another level. I never thought I could reach this level of how bad I want it, you know, how bad I want to be successful for her. Everything's dedicated to her. I live my life from that point on dedicated to her. And it's been very much easier to wake up every morning, put my shoes on and go to work. It's been easier. Harder at times when I think about the loss of her and not being able to talk to her, but easier for the motivation purposes and to get to where I want to be.